Hi guys, and welcome to the Saucy Chef's channel today. So today I'm going to make you something I learnt when I was studying domestic science at school, and it's called Kulibiac, which is a Russian fish pie. It was invented in about the 1800s, I think, and I've not seen it served anywhere over the last few years, so let's give it a go and see what you think. It really is such a tasty dish. Okay, so first of all, what you're going to need, I've got about 50 grams of butter melting here in the pan, one small onion quite finely chopped, about 200 grams of chopped mushrooms, about 250 grams of, I've got whitefish here. Traditionally, this is more often made with salmon than a whitefish, but I've got rosada here. I love this fish. It's very, very popular here in Spain. Other countries you'll probably know it as king clip fish. So I'm going to use that today, but this goes equally well with salmon as well. So we've got 2 hard-boiled eggs, which I've sliced quite finely. I've got a cup of basmati rice here. I say a cup, I've cooked a little bit too much. But what you need to do is cook it in a stock, ideally fish or vegetable stock. I've cooked a little bit too much here, but we don't need to use it all. Then we need 2 tablespoons of pouring cream, 2 teaspoons of parsley, 2 bay leaves, a teaspoon of grated lemon zest and a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then we're going to have a beaten egg to glaze it with. This is made in a puff pastry, so I have 2 oblong sheets of puff pastry here. One I've already put in the bottom of a baking tray, and the other I've got ready to put on top of the other once we've put all the filling in. So let's get moving then. Right, onions into the pan, followed by the mushrooms. And we're going to sweat these down first of all, so they're cooked and they're just starting to turn brown. So I'll see you in a few moments. Okay guys, so this has been cooking away now for a good 5 minutes. As you can see, it's just starting to turn in colour a little bit, and it's broken down quite a bit also. This is when I'm going to add the herbs. So we put the bay leaves and the parsley in. And then we're going to add the lemon zest and the lemon juice. Smells absolutely delicious now, actually. Okay, and then we're going to put some of the rice in. Like I said, I've prepared too much here, so we don't need to use it all. So let me just see, about a small cup of rice. This can be served with all sorts of different things, by the way. You can serve it with like a sour cream dip or salad, or some lovely green vegetables. Okay, so now I'm going to add the fish. And also the cream. And we're going to cook that for a couple of minutes, just to sort of lightly cook the fish through. And then we need to do a really good test for seasoning. Seasoning on this is so important. So we'll just cook that through for a couple of minutes and I'll come back to you. Okay guys, so this has been cooking away for another sort of 5 minutes. The fish is just about cooked through, don't overcook it. And then we're just going to test for seasoning. Definitely need some salt and pepper. And then what we have to do before we put it into the pastry case, you've got to let this cool first. If you don't, then you end up with a very soggy pastry base, so it doesn't work. So I'm going to take it off the heat as soon as I finish the seasoning, and then we're going to let it cool for about 10 to 15 minutes before we put it into the pastry case. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, so I've allowed this to cool now. I transferred it into another bowl so that it would cool a little bit quicker. So we're now going to add the sliced egg. So we just gently mix that in, like so. And then you need to have a preheated oven to 180 for this. And so we start to spoon it onto the base of the pastry in the baking tray. Removing the bay leaves. It wants to be quite a full filling, making sure you leave gaps all around the edges so that we can seal the pastry. Okay. And what it's also very important to do is just wet the edges of the pastry before we put the top on so that we get a really good seal, and then we're going to press it down with a fork to get a really good seal on all the edges. You will love this, guys. It's such a delicious dish. Okay. And here we have the lid. Like so. Made to a very, very similar size to the base. And what I'm going to do is just to trim the edges slightly so that we get a nice neat finish when this goes into the oven. So. And again this side. And at this end. Just makes it look a bit prettier. Okay. And then we're going to crimp the edges down with the fork, like so. So it should look like that. Then we're going to brush it with some beaten egg so we get a lovely golden colour when it's cooked. All over the top, around the sides, everywhere. And then I'm just going to make a couple of slits in the top of the pastry, like so. Okay guys, so that's what it should look like to go into the oven. And it should take about 20 minutes in the oven. Like I said, preheated to 180, so I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, so this has been in the oven for about 20 minutes. I've just taken a look and it looks fab. You have a look at that, guys. And like I said, this is delicious, served with creme fraiche, like a sour cream dip, or you can serve it with some lovely green vegetables and salad. It's a really, really versatile dish. I'll just put it onto here. 1 second. Two ends. And I'll cut into it just so you can see what it looks like. There we go, 1 sec. Now then, how yummy does that look like, guys? Really is delicious, this. Give it a whirl. Okay, if you've enjoyed watching the video today, please like and share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.